My name is Deng from Gudele United basketball team.
Tell us about the journey of South Sudan to the basketball, to the World Cup basketball.
Journey was not easy anyway. We start from nowhere, and the hard work, president himself and a lot of people around him, they really did a lot of work, and that's why we got to the World Cup. So South Sudan now is in the map of the World Cup. Nobody knows us. First of all, we were a young country, and now nobody could believe that South Sudanese national team participated right now in the World Cup. And this was wonderful for us.
The first match for South Sudan about to win.
When you talk about Puerto Rico is not a young country, is an island, but in basketball is a big team. You talk about team in America, United States, Argentina, Brazil, and Puerto Rico, and Venezuela. Those are the big team right there. So Puerto Rican, they didn't really realize that the country like South Sudan was not in the map of the World Cup basketball, international basketball, but they were really very surprised. Our team were very consistent, they work hard, and they really play as a team. Even though they're coming from different parts of the world, some of them from Australia, from US, and but the consistent really and determination was make South Sudan to be special in this matter.
And the second match with China.
Every coach really look at what I've seen in this game for China and South Sudan was not only the player, but what I have seen today was the coaches and the organization itself play a big role. You know, John was really unstoppable against the Puerto Rico, but the coach of China and China basketball organization, they were focused on John, you know, and they really slow him down. Today, he got like 21 points. But what happened is, we call it in the basketball, there is a one-man box triangle. What I mean about that is if we see dangerous man in the team, we have to hold him up, not to make a lot of points. So China was really very big inside. You see how many blocks, but they didn't stop from there. They were really good passing. The ball was moving from person to person, but South Sudanese, especially when this guy was locked down, Jones, but Umar step up, Kwan step up. Some other people, Denga shows also, and all the team they play good. Gabriel Wagin Gabriel, he did a lot of work, and that's why we prevailed. So the difference between today, we got into the games. In the beginning of third quarter was not clear, but in the middle of like about 6 point something minutes, South Sudan got back to the game and they did a good job. This is how we prevail, and that's why the game was looking good in the end.
Okay, so we can say that the including of the American South Sudanese, Mr. Jones, is a big win for South Sudan.
No, it's undeniable because John is the second guard in NBA in the Chicago Bulls. For him coming up here was an initiative by the president, Deng. They used to be a good friend, especially the organization of Chicago Bulls. Deng, the current president of South Sudan Federation, was a part of Chicago organization. And that's why he managed to recruit Jones. And Jones really have a big history in South Sudan. We like him to be with this team. And because of him, we really see a lot of fruits.
What is your expectation about the next game?
The next game, you cannot beat the man before you beat him. If I say something about the next game, I might be wrong. But Silvia, you know, the best MVP of the world. NBA is a world champion, the Denver Nuggets. And Denver Nuggets, if this guy won the championship and then he's the MVP, the most valuable player in the world, Jokic, and Zubiak of Los Angeles Clippers, and you have somebody from also Donovich from Atlanta Hawks. It's not an easy team. But what we do, we just go there as a usual game and play with them. But I don't want to go ahead of times and say something about that South Sudan can do something. But South Sudan is ready. We will try our level best to play our normal games as they did today.
The final words?
The final word, we are so happy about. You see the spectator, young men and young women from South Sudan come out in big number. And we keep telling, those are my colleagues who are sitting here, they know the only thing can bring South Sudanese together is sport. And I love what I've seen in these few days. The first game against the Puerto Rico today, the game is about about the unity. That's what I want to say. So this is how we can come together and know each other, and especially young kid, they outnumber of everybody, and they were here, and they are really supporting their team. That is make us be proud of them, you know. And I hope next game, you see today, you cannot even, no place for you to sit here in this playground, and let us support them, because they are supporting their teams. And beside that, we see a lot of unity is coming from them. You know, that's what we need, you know.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Samir, for coming. I seen you sweat right there in the heat, and it was not easy for everybody. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I would like Coach Gudele and
Coach Bishara. For that.
جيزنا باللغة العربية الفصحى.